Hello, and welcome to another edition of Kappa Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Today I will be giving you the Kappa Comparison Picks for the main events of the last card of 2021 UFC Vegas 45. Be sure to check out all the videos I did earlier this week, including all the prelim card, or all the prelim fights and the curtain jerker for the main card. But without further ado, let's get into this main card. What's wrong, Nor? Huh? It's having a rough night. Okay. Anyway, we're going to start out this show with the lightweight fight between Diego Ferreira and Mateusz Gamrot. Gamer. Okay. Mateusz Gamrot is the pretty decent favorite, minus 182. He's 19 and only one loss. That loss came to the hands of Gamrot. Kutaladze beat him by split decision. Some people are saying that should have never happened that way, but I mean, split decision, you can't really say robbery because that's what somebody said he won, but not enough. You know what I'm saying? And that was his UFC debut, so you can't really take much off of that. Mateusz Gamrot is a former KSW champion. That is the regional scene over in Poland, where he used to train out of Serwani Smok in Poland, but now he's out of American Top Team down in Coconut Creek. That's right. Most recently, he's coming off a win over a little heathen Jeremy Stevens by a Kimura in round 1. Before that, he had a nice win over Scott Holtzman, ground and pound, round 2. And that is a feat. I mean, not beating Scott Holtzman, but to finish him is a feat, you know. Let's see. The Gamer does have 1-inch height advantage, but that's nothing. And let's talk about his opponent in Diego Ferreira. Diego Ferreira, a little bit older. He's 36 years old, where Gamrot's 31. I don't think that's going to play a big part here. But Diego Ferreira fights out of Fortis MMA, which that's what I'm kind of, I don't like. I watched an interview with Diego Ferreira and James Lynch, and he had like this Harley Davidson thing on, jacket on, and James was like, "Oh, you like motorcycles?" "Yeah, when I got my fight of the night bonus, I went out and bought a Harley, and I got, you know, with the Harley, I got a, you know, leather cap and this jacket and, you know, little thing and all that." But whatever, who cares? He that's cool. He's driving Harley Davidson. But the thing is, in that interview, I could have swore, I could be wrong, but he says he has to drive like 9 hours to get to Fortis MMA, his training facility. So that leads me to think whereas in Mateusz Gamrot, ATT, I'm sure he's there daily. And if Diego Ferreira is going to Fortis MMA 9 hours away from where he lays his head for bed, do you think he's going every day? And if he is going every day, you think he'd get a place closer to Dallas so he doesn't have to travel so much? I don't know I don't know what his regiment is, his training regiment, but that 9-hour trip, and that's what he said in the interview with James Lynch. Check it out. It's on like one of those. James Lynch has like 3 different channels, but one of them I saw, you can just Google search Diego Ferreira interview, and I'm sure it'll come up. And just look, he's got the Harley Davidson vest or something on. And yeah, and I know, even if it's not 9 hours, it's because he said the only drawback about training with my camp is the distance. But he did say he's training exclusively with like Alex Morono and Jeff Neal. So I mean, he is getting time in there, but I'm thinking he probably not as often as much as he should, because he's driving away. And coincidentally, when I was watching that interview, you know, on the side of the video, it has other videos that you can click, you know, and I look over, I didn't click it because it was an hour and something, but it showed Mateusz Gamrot, and it says to be the champion, and it's from American Top Team, a day at American Top Team or something, and so to be the champion, you must train like champion. And his, you know, I'm assuming he said that because instead of saying like a champion, it's broken English because he's Polish for Mateusz Gamrot. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. Diego Ferreira's coming off back-to-back losses. Most recent loss was a ground and pound loss to Gregor Gillespie, and before that he lost to Beneil Dariush. Greg Gillespie got him with a ground and pound round 2 after, I mean, he fared pretty well in round 1 against Greg Gillespie's dominant wrestling. Everybody knows Greg Gillespie is a very dominant wrestler. But, yeah, round 2, Diego Ferreira was completely gassed out. And Greg Gillespie still had his wrestling, now non-stop cardio with the wrestling for Greg Gillespie, and managed to get the ground and pound round 2. Before that, he had Beneil Dariush where he lost by split decision, so it is what it is. His last win was against Sergio Pettis' brother, Anthony Pettis, and he got him with a rear naked choke in round 2. Diego Ferreira is a 3rd degree black belt, so he does know how to his jiu-jitsu game on the ground. Okay, and he's got a 3.5 inch reach advantage that might come into play. I mean, it's not that much, but Nora, can you leave the cat alone, please? But still, he does have that advantage going into here. Let's take a look at what these cappers have to say about this fight. We're going to start with the favorite here, Mateusz Gamrot. Did I say? Yeah, I already talked about his past fights.
I put the collar I made on Clarence.
I already put the collar on him.
No, I made this collar.
Oh. Okay, taking Mateusz Gamrot, we've got a supporter of my channel, Johnny K Picks. Johnny K is saying Gamrot should get the decision victory here over Ferreira. Okay, we've also got What's Going On, Bleed MMA is taking Mateusz Gamrot. Both the brothers, Matt and Craig Allen from Fight Night Picks, both in agreement, taking Mateusz Gamrot. Vlad from UFC Celebrities and Classics, also taking Gamrot. And Dev the Dude 1. He's taking Gamrot. He's very, I'm not sure, no, he didn't say lock, but he's pretty confident with this pick. Or he might have even said lock. And you'd think that'd be a full capper consensus. However, I did pick a 6 capper just because, and he's taken Diego Ferreira, and that is King of Crackdowns. You got it, babe. King of Crackdowns is taking him, Diego Ferreira, to get the submission in the 3rd round, which he claims that come 3rd round, Ferreira's cardio is going to be still there, where Gamrot is not. I tend to think that's kind of opposite. I mean, I could be wrong, but that Gregor Gillespie fight, Diego Ferreira was gassed in round 2, and that's why he lost. Whereas in Gamrot, going to ATT every day, training like a champion to be a champion, and I think his cardio has been sticking around. I mean, I can't say for sure. I mean, but I think Gamrot might, if I was to judge, I would say Gamrot probably has a better cardio. He's younger. So, anyway, I think Gamrot is the rightful favorite here. And I don't get me wrong, I like Diego Ferreira, and this is a fight, and there is a chance that Diego Ferreira can submit Gamrot. Like I said, 3rd degree black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He's got the skills on the mat to get it done, but I'm going to go with the favorite. I'm going to go with the 1 loss one split decision loss that arguably he shouldn't have lost anyway. I'm gonna go with Gamrot here to get it done over Ferreira. What sticks out in my mind is that interview where he said he has to drive forever just to get to Fortis MMA, and I'm sure he's taking his motorcycle, but still, hours, drive hours to go train. By the time you get there, I drive a lot for work, and I tell you what, it wipes you out, just all that seat time. It does. So when you get to Fortis MMA, after you just driven for hours, even if it's not 9 hours, which I could have swore he said it, but his English is broken with that interview. But even if it's not 9 hours, and if it's an hour, it still sucks a little bit out of you, and you can't put all you want into training. Now, Gamrot, I don't know where he's staying, how far it is, but I'm sure it's no hour away from. Why would you do that? Why would you move from Poland to go train American Top Team and then live hours away from it? That doesn't make any sense. So I'm assuming he's within, you know, a reasonable driving distance to the training facility where he can go to on the daily. And all that time, Diego Ferreira's riding his Harley, Gamrot's in the gym hitting bags or working on his ground game or whatever he's doing over at ATT. So for that reason, I'm going to take Andy's he's got a better record. He's a favorite. He should win. He's got the majority of the cappers. Yeah, I'm taking Mateusz Gamrot over Diego Ferreira here. I'm not going to say lock, but I'm pretty confident he's going to get the decision. I don't know if he's going to... Ferreira did get knocked out or ground and pound TKO against Gregor Gillespie, so... But I'm going to give him benefit of the doubt. I think he can hang tough with... He's pretty durable, Diego Ferreira, so I'll give Gamrot the decision victory there. Moving on. Next, we have the bantamweight fight between Raphael Assuncăo and Ricky Simón. Ricky Simón here is a minus 275 favorite. Assuncăo bringing back some underdog money at plus 235, 2-1 plus money. Okay, Assuncăo is 27-8 as a pro. Ricky Simón 18-3. Let's talk about the favorite first, of course. That's how I like to do this. His last 5. Okay, he's coming most recently to. I'm gonna go right back all 5 fights. Okay, he's coming off a win against Brian Kelleher, unanimous decision. Brian Boom Kelleher. That's a nice win. Before that, he beat Gaetano Perello by arm triangle, round 2. Nice win. Then before that, Ray Borg, split decision. Ray Borg, split decision. And before that, he has a loss to Rob Font, unanimous decision. And before that, he has a loss, which sticks out to me. In 2019, he lost to Uriah Faber. Uriah Faber in 2019, I think, was 39 or 40 years old, if I'm correct. And that was a ground and pound round 1. That's just hovering there. I don't like that fight, that loss to Uriah Faber round 1 in 2019. You know, only 2 years ago, to 40-year-old Uriah Faber. Because you know why I say 40 years old? Because Raphael Assuncăo, 39. Okay, Ricky Simón, 29. So there's a 10-year age difference here. Assuncăo now. Oh, by the way, Ricky Simón fighting out of ATT Portland, not the one in Coconut Creek, Florida, in Portland, Oregon. ATT Portland. But there's some good fighters out of there. Ed Herman, Tyree Fortune, Austin Springer, Chael Sonnen. He's out of there, but I don't know. He probably still goes and wrestles around a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, I just noted some notable names from that port. I was curious who's out of ATT Portland. Well, those guys are. Okay. Now, Raphael Assuncăo, he's got his own gym, family-owned gym. You know, Raphael Assuncăo's got a twin brother that also fights, but I think he's in PFL or Bellator. He's in a lesser promotion, and he's not bad. He's only got 2 losses. If I remember correctly, I think he's maybe 18-2 or something. His name is Freddie. He's the him and Freddie are co-owners with their older brother Junior, who is the founder. And then there's another guy that's not part of the family that's also listed as founder. And the place is called Assuncăo, get it? The play on the last name. Ascension MMA, and that's in Atlanta, Georgia. But his nationality is Brazilian for Raphael Assuncăo. I found it very interesting that he's got a twin brother, Freddie. Check it out, Tapology. You can dive into a little bit of a rabbit hole in Tapology. You can go deep. You can hit up Raphael, right to his twin brother Freddie. Then you can open up Freddie's fights, see how good he is, see what promotions he went. Open up Junior's fights. Junior's the older brother, like I said, only a year older too. That's what do they call them? Like something other kind, Irish twins, right? Anyway, whatever. Raphael Assuncăo now, he's the reverse of Ricky Simón. Ricky Simón 3-2, most recently 3 wins in a row, 3-win streak. Raphael Assuncăo is 2-3, most recently 3 losses in a row. So not very good for Assuncăo. People are saying the once great Raphael Assuncăo has now fell off. He's most recently a year and a half ago he lost to Cody Garbrandt. Cody Garbrandt, though, that was when he was still fire, when he was still beating like Dominic Cruz and stuff. Now, as you know, Kai Kara France took care of him last week at 125 pounds, and Cody Garbrandt also kind of fell off as of late, you know. But anyway, regardless, this Cody Garbrandt beat Raphael Assuncăo. That was when he was still competitive, still very good. He beat him with a right hook in round 2. Before that, he lost to Corey Sandhagen, unanimous decision, which you can't take much off that loss. And before that, he had a rematch against Marlon Moraes because he beat him in the past. But most recently, Marlon Moraes caught him with a guillotine in round 1. That was his 3 back-to-back losses as of late, the most recent fights. However, he's got, before that, you want to go back, and this is still like, I think 2017 now we're talking. He beat Rob Font. Rob Font took care of Ricky Simón by unanimous decision. Raphael Assuncăo beat Rob Font by unanimous decision. So there's a little MMA math if you want to play that game, but I wouldn't. And prior to beating Rob Font, he beat Aljamain Sterling. So he does have, yeah, and that was in 2017. So they're still relatively recent. Like, I would say anything within the past 5 years you consider still like, but from what I heard, Assuncăo that Cody Garbrandt fight 18 months ago, and prior to that though, he had a year before, because Corey Sandhagen fight, something happened. He got injury, like he shattered his knee or something. I don't think it happened in a fight. I think it happened outside of fighting. But he had to take a full year off to recover that knee injury. Went back into the ring, lost to Cody Garbrandt, and now he is here fighting Ricky Simón. So very interesting if you want to look into the past fights. That's, you know, interesting history there. Okay, so yeah, man, 10 years. That's that's a decade of time between these guys. But Raphael Assuncăo, he was taking out formidable opponents. His, like I said, he beat Marlon Moraes. If he beat him on the rematch the second time, I think he would have had a contender. He would have been in, you know, he would have been a contender, like going for a championship. But Raphael Assuncăo took care of business quick with a guillotine in round 1. So, and then it's been downhill since then. So I don't know, it's tough. But let's take a look. Let's see what the cappers have to say. Taking the favorite in Ricky Simón, we've got. Yeah, I think Ricky Simón is like Native American, if I do believe. He looks it. I'm not 100%, but he looks like he is. And he is like up like in Portland, Oregon. I think he's native to like British Columbia, like that whole that Canada over there in the, you know, Western United States area. So he very well could be Native American. Anyway, we've got Dev. Dev the Dude is saying KO round 3 for Ricky. Then we've got King of Correct Downs. King is saying TKO round 3 also. And he said this is his lock. R3. I'm not going to draw the picture of the lock, but that's his lock of the, one of his locks of the card. Definitely. That's his, like, because he puts confidence of each fight that he picks. On this one, he just wrote lock. Lock it in, boys. Then we've got Vlad, the Bulgarian Cowboy, UFC Celebrities and Classics, also taking Ricky Simón. Both Allen brothers, Matt and Craig Allen, taking Ricky Simón. Bleed, what's going on? Bleed taking Ricky Simón, and Johnny K thinks Ricky Simón should get the decision victory here, making this a full capper consensus. Nora's already in bed because rough night for Nora tonight. She didn't do her homework until late, so Mom was mad at her. But anyway, she finally, I think, got it done. I don't know. But anyway, full capper consensus was when everybody, all the cappers, are in agreement and take the same side. And in this case, everybody's taking Ricky Simón. But minus 275, why wouldn't you? Thing is, Raphael Assuncăo, I wish he didn't fall from grace. I mean, I'm gonna have to go with the consensus and go ahead and take Ricky. But man, it's just I'm low key. I'm rooting for Assuncăo. I really want him to win this, but I just don't. I don't see. I think Ricky Simón is just too much for him. It's his speed, much faster. He's 10 years younger. He's going to be much faster out there, and that's what his decline was with the speed. And like I said, he had that problem with the knee. He had a shattered knee or something that he had to recover from. It's been 18 months since his last right hook knockout, once he got knocked out in round 2 by Cody Garbrandt. So it's just not looking good for Assuncăo. I mean, there's no, the value is off. I think it should be a little closer than that. Plus 235 for Assuncăo, minus 275 for Ricky Simón. I don't think that's, I think it should be more like minus 160 and like a plus, I don't know, maybe a plus 180 or something. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm taking Ricky Simón to get this. And I think he's I hate to say it, but Raphael, I don't know. I think he might be able to take care of business. You know what? I'm going to say decision. I'll give him that. I think I hope he has durability to at least last. But Ricky Simón's going to outpace him. The volume, I'm sure, I didn't look at the stats, but I'm sure the volume way surpasses Raphael Assuncăo. Thing is, Assuncăo, like, rewind this back to 2017, it would have been the other way around. If it was 2016, 2017, Raphael Assuncăo would have beat Ricky Simón, just like he did Rob Font. And Ricky Simón lost to Rob Font. But now, they're not the same fighters. Ricky Simón's actually grown better. Recency, 3-fight win streak, 3-fight losing streak. So, you know, I don't like the matchup here for Raphael. But, hey, low-key, I kind of want him to win just because, you know, because he's sticking there, brother. Sticking there. But I'm not putting money on, not even a hedge bet. I think Ricky Simón's going to pretty much take this without a problem. I'm kind of confident. However, I would not be surprised if Assuncăo won. All right. Finally, moving on. We've got the strawweight fight. This is the feature fight of the card. We've got a strawweight fight between Amanda Lemos, and Overkill Angela Hill. Almost getting over the hill, Angela Overkill Hill. But anyway, she's not quite over the hill yet. She's 36 years old for Angela Hill, where Amanda Lemos, 34. So not a big age discrepancy. You know, they're both on the wrong side of 30. Lemos, 34. Hill, 36. Now, this is disgusting odds. Amanda Lemos, I know she's 10-1-1 as a pro fighter, but minus 335, is that justified? And it opened up at minus 380. Angela Hill, she's at plus 260, plus money. And she was at plus 300. So money's been coming in on Lemos to dominate Hill. That's a lot of cappers I've seen in a lot of chat. I've seen just pretty much a lot of people bashing Angela Hill, but not everybody. Not everybody. I'm gonna explain. And there's some cappers that aren't on the show that are actually taking Hill, which I will mention, but I'm not gonna put them on the board because they're not premier. They're not on this show. Though I'm gonna use them tomorrow for the co and main events. Anyway, let's talk about the huge favorite here. Amanda Lemos fighting out of Brazil, out of Marajo Brothers. Amandinha is coming off win against Montserrat Ruiz. That one-trick pony. All she's got is the head and arm thing going on. But Amanda Lemos took care of her fast, knocked her out round one. I think it was like in 45 seconds or something crazy. Before that, she had a ground and pound over Lavinia Souza round one. Taking care of these people quickly. She's 4-1 her last 5. Her one loss is to Leslie Smith. Leslie Smith, now 40 years old, I think, or 39 or 40 years old, is a Bellator fighter out of Canada. She's a veteran, but she's not bad. Leslie Smith is not bad. You got to open up her Tapology. She's got 2 fights against Chris Cyborg. She lost them both, but she's at that top tier level at Bellator. Actually, Leslie Smith was in the UFC before too, I do believe. And you know when Leslie Smith beat Amanda Lemos? Elbows, round 2, took care of Amanda Lemos. I think that was in the UFC actually. I could be wrong though. I'm not 100% on that. But Leslie Smith, those of you who haven't heard of her, check her out on Tapology. She's not bad. She's good. But now I think she's more of like she still fights in Bellator. I think she's fought Chris Cyborg. I want to say like within the year, within this in 2021. I think I'm pretty sure. But now I guess she has like a son or a stepson or something that she's gearing up in Bellator as another fighter. Maybe, I don't know if it's a stepson or a son or something, but it's somebody like she's helping, mentoring through the whole professional fight scene. Anyway, enough about Leslie Smith. Talk about Amanda Lemos. Amanda Lemos does have a very small 1-inch height and ½ an inch reach advantage, so that's not even anything. That's not even worth mentioning. Okay. So, we got her wins against Lavinia. Most recently, she beat Lavinia Souza. Okay. And she beat Montserrat one-trick pony Ruiz. Okay. All right. Minus 335. That's gross. Anyway, let's talk about Angela Overkill Hill. Angela Hill, 13 and double-digit losses, 13 and 10 losses as a professional. She's coming off a loss to Tisha Torres. That's Raquel Pennington's girlfriend or partner or wife or something. But before that, she beat Ashley Spider Monkey Yoder, which is a pretty good win. She's been back and forth with her wins and losses. She's 2-3 in her last 5. I would put her up there, like, not a gatekeeper, but like definitely experienced journeyman. But look at that record, 13-10. She's been around. She's had her share of good wins and her share of losses too. I've seen her behind the desk, you know, and commentating for UFC events, like you know, when they take it off the table by the not ringside, but up with like Michael Chiesa, and just like in between the prelims and the main card, they have a little 20-minute thing. And I've seen her. She can get a desk job with the UFC. I think she's obviously already been working that a little bit. Okay, here's the thing though. She fights out of Alliance MMA in Chula Vista, California. On her Instagram, she's definitely a main training partner for Jessica Penne. She's coached by Wilson Hayes, R-E-I-S. But you know, she's Brazilian. I've met Wilson before back in my balanced jiu-jitsu days, and but anyway, Angela Hill has never been knocked out, never been KO'd. She's been submitted a couple times, but most of her losses, she goes to decision a lot. Most females do, but I want to say like never knocked out, never KO'd. Okay, which Amanda Lemos is, everybody's thinking she's gonna. Not everybody, a lot of people are thinking, oh, she's gonna knock out Angela Hill. I don't think so, bud. You better check yourself with that, because Angela Hill's durable as hell. She's never been knocked out, and yeah, like I said, she goes decision, and a lot of these decisions she lost to. She lost to that Hottie Karate, Michelle Watterson or whatever. That I think was a robbery. She, like, the decision losses, I don't want to have to go over and pull up her Tapology. I should have wrote it down, but I didn't have room on my paper. But I know for a fact a lot of those decision losses should have went her way. There were robbery victories for the opponents. Because if you look at the stats, I think Angela Hill had more control time in some of them, and she had more significant strikes and all that. I'm not saying Tisha Torres really did beat her, but before that, Michelle Watterson, and there was another one too, which Yana Kunitskaya maybe. I forget who, but there's man, do I have to pull? I'm not gonna pull it up. It's too late. But anyway, Angela Hill, those 10 losses, a lot of those are robberies. You can, and ask other cappers, she has been subject to a few, more than one robbery loss, okay? So let's see what the cappers have to say in regards to this. You already know which way most of these guys are going to be going because of the minus 335. Like I said, it opened up minus 380. So that means, and money's been coming in on Lemos, even at 380, dropping the line to 335, increasing this line from plus 300 to plus 260. Not increasing it money-wise, but I'm saying, like, trying to make it more like, oh, I'm backwards. Anyway, the line moved from minus 380, and this was plus 300. So money's been actually coming in on Angela Hill. People are realizing that's what it is. People are realizing Hill does have a chance of victory, and that's why money's been coming in on her, moving the lines. I'm sorry, it's late, man, and tired. I had the whole homework thing with Nora. Anyway, we've got Bleed taking Amanda Lemos. Fight Night picks, both those guys taking Amanda Lemos. King of Crackdowns, TKO second round for Amanda Lemos. Dev the Dude, pretty confident Amanda Lemos, Johnny K. Also confident Lemos will get a knockout. Dude, Angela Hill's never been knocked out. Just saying. I know Amanda Lemos is a different breed of fighter. Oh, she's remade herself since that Leslie Smith loss. She's not the same fighter. She is now a knockout queen. Get out of here with that bullshit. But anyway, I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion, but that minus 335 is not warranted. However, we do have a contrarian pick. UFC celebrities and classics. Vlad the Bulgarian Cowboy is on the side of Angela Hill. I'll tell you why. It's because his favorite fighter slash coach, he's got a portrait, like he's got a painting of this dude hanging in his house. Wilson Hayes, as Angela Hill's coach over at Alliance MMA, and Vlad thinks the world of Wilson. Okay, and he thinks Angela Hill will, despite the odds, he's taking Angela Hill on this. And he's not the only one. Like I said, I watched the Mayo Media Network, Dogger Pass, and Cody Saftik and Paul Shaughnessy agree with celebrities, with Vlad, the Bulgarian Cowboy, that Angela Hill is being, you know, insult. This is an insult to her, and there's definitely a viable, plus money, valuable pick here in Angela Hill. They think that she can get it done. And you know what? I'm going against the majority of the cappers. I'm going against, hey, look what happened last week, right? The GOAT, Amanda Nunes. Remember that? And the thing is, this Amanda Lemos, her most recent wins are not that good. I mean, Montserrat Ruiz, like I said, she's a one-trick pony. All she got is that head and arm. Lavinia Souza is not that great either. Amanda Lemos, I mean, she is good. Don't get me wrong. She's fantastic. 10-1-1. But I'm going to go with plus money. And I'm rooting for Angela Hill. I picked against her, and I've won robbery decisions. I've seen them firsthand. That's why I know the robberies. Like, I was sweating. I was like, man, Angela Hill, when they're up there in the ring, the decisions being called, I'm like, Angela Hill's going to get her hand raised, and I'm going to lose money on Karate Hottie. But what happens? Oh! More than once, 2 or 3 times, robbery victories against Angela Hill. But here, I don't know. I got a feeling, plus money, it's a good spot for the bookies the feature fight, it's up the card too. It's a good spot for the bookies to crash those parlay. People are putting Lemos as a parlay pillar, just like they did Amanda Nunes last week. Rigged or not, whatever. I mean, you can play that route. But I'm just saying, Angela Hill is a prime fighter. There's not like a 10-year age difference. I'm taking Angela Hill here to get the victory. I think she's going to get it done by decision. I don't think she's going to be knocking out or submitting Lemos, but I don't think Lemos is going to do the same to her either. I don't think Lemos is going to knock her out either. She may submit her, but if it goes to decision, I'm taking that plus money, boy. I'm taking Angela Overkill Hill to get it done. And there you have it. So to recap, time check. Wow, it is late. Totally bedtime. I'm over 10 minutes. But anyway, to recap, I got Mateusz Gamrot beating Diego Ferreira by decision because of train like a champion. To be the champion, you must train like champion at ATT. And then I'm taking Ricky Simón to beat Raphael Assuncăo. I think, like I said, recency bias. Simon's on a 3-fight win streak. Assuncăo's on a 3-fight losing streak. They're going opposite directions. Assuncăo's fell out of grace. Simón is going up, and I think he's going to break into the, if he's not already up there in the top 15, he'll break into the top 15. And finally, I'm taking the huge upset with Angela Overkill Hill to beat the huge favorite Amanda Lemos, which, like I said, don't get me wrong, Amanda Lemos is a very good fighter, but this is ridiculous. Minus 335. That's disgusting. If it was closer odds, I would probably go with Lemos, but the value is definitely on Hill, and I'm taking her. I'm going to be rooting for her. I'm going to be cheering when she gets her arm raised in the decision victory. So anyway, make your own picks, guys. You can tail or fade me. I don't, you know, whatever. I don't have Patreon. This shit's all for free for you. Gather the info. Place those bets and cash those tickets. I appreciate you watching. Be sure to give me that thumbs up. I love that. Go ahead and fill the comments with who you think. You can call me crazy about taking Angela Hill. I don't care, whatever. But fill the comments with your opinions on who's going to win these fights here. Check out my other videos I did throughout the week. Comment on those suckers too. Tomorrow, big last live stream of the year with me, Dave, and Mbe. A lot of people are big fans of Mbe. I know she brings viewers onto the live stream. But anyway, it's going to be a good time. If I have time after work before the live stream, I will cover the co-main and main event because I do already have the documents, already have the research done. But if not, I will discuss it in the live stream, which I often do that because Fridays are for the winners. I don't know but Fridays are Fridays, and sometimes I don't get that last video in. But anyway, thanks for watching. Good luck on your bets, and I hope I see all you guys tomorrow.